Welcome to week 3 of All In. This is the week that I would have been doing the London Marathon, but I won't be. But I've still got a massive goal, that 30-minute 10K. Okay, let's be honest, the London Marathon's actually happened. I'm filming this after the event because I lost my introduction footage and I also lost the footage of me talking about Monday's session, which was a really good session. It was a threshold session. It was 3 times 1.7 miles, which is about 9 minutes of running for me. The only reason it's that distance is because the route I run is a nice 1.7 miles out and then 1.7 miles back. Don't ask me why. I did the first 9 minutes at 5:35 pace, the second 9 minutes at 5:30 pace, and the third at 5:25. So it was a really nice, slight progression in and around threshold, and I felt good. I wore the endorphin speeds, and they were a really nice tempo shoe, and I was really happy with the workout. What did I take? I think it was about 90 seconds to 2 minutes recovery jog between each, and it was a good start to the week. Now let's show you the rest of the week. So it's Tuesday evening and me and Harry are doing a recovery run. This morning I helped Andy with his taper session, so he wasn't telling people. Basically his trail marathon was cancelled, so he decided to do a road marathon, but he's kept it secret, and yeah, but by the time this video goes out he'll have run it. Actually, I've got some footage. I asked him for a secret prediction, so here's some exclusive footage of what he thought he was going to run before he ran it. Right then, exclusive. An exclusive. Andy's got a little secret marathon. So his trail marathon was cancelled, so he's dropping in to a road marathon. He's doing an emergency taper, but you'll know all of this because this is now after the time. But this is what he was thinking before. Let's hear from the man himself. Andy.
Yes.
You've got a secret marathon, you're not telling anyone about it.
No.
It's on the road.
Yep.
What time are you going for?
Okay, well, after being bullied into it by you, no, I'm thinking 240. I'm thinking 240, maybe sub 240, but around that 240 mark. I haven't done the practice on the roads, but as you said, other than that, I have done everything else. All other performances point towards the 240. So what have you got to lose? Famous last words.
So when we came out on this run, Andy was torn between securing a good for age or a 240. Talk to us about that decision making.
I wanted to run London for so long, and a good for age time has eluded me. I ran 2:59 last year, and then of course London dropped the standard to 2:57. So part of me just wants to go out there. You guys know this because of my recent video. I am going to be doing Gloucester Marathon in January if that's on, and that's where I was going to really shoot for a championship place, sub 240. That's where I was going to go for it. But I'm just kind of thinking, caution to the wind. What have I got to lose? What harm am I going to do? And if I bonk and I hit the wall at 20 or 21, that's a really solid 20-mile effort, and hopefully still allows me to crawl over the line within a good time under the good for age. So yeah, not a lot to lose really.
So there it is. he's going to run a 2:38. I've said it here now. And how many days out are we? 8?
8 days.
8 days out. He's running a 2:38. He wants to run a 2:40. So now go check out his actual video where you'll find out what he's done if you haven't seen it already. Yeah, so he's gonna try and run 2:40. Go and check out his channel to find out what he's actually done, because this video will be up and he'll have already done it. Anyway, back to my run. It's a beautiful evening. Sun's setting now, so I'm gonna have to hurry back, but yeah, taking it really, really easy. If I stop my watch, I don't even stop my watch. That's a rookie error. There we go, it's paused. So I'm taking this run really easy, heart rate's really low, and I'm just enjoying it. No headphones, just running, thinking, and planning. Mama's on the bike. Although I ate a lot of flies, I shouldn't have gone on that route that you always tell me to go on.
You went on the path along the docks.
The fly path.
The fly path. I think they just like you.
Ready for din-dins? Din-dins in bed? Come on then.
So I'm really tired, but I've got to get out and get my run done. It's pouring with rain. That doesn't bother me so much. Just the tiredness does. But it's got to get done, so I've got 10 miles to do. I've got Harry with me, so he'll be in the buggy. I think that means I'm going to just go down to the lake and just do loads and loads of laps until 10 miles ticks over. It's just easier when it's wet and rainy and the conditions are poor to go to the lake and do it rather than on the roads where I'm going to get splashed by cars. And well, the road I run on hasn't got a pavement, so in the wet, poor conditions, it's not ideal with cars around and Harry. So loops and loops to drive me loopy.
Good morning, and welcome to the Thursday Session Show. It's too early for that. I can't be that overly happy guy. I can only be me. It's Thursday. I've got a session planned. I've come to a really cool place to do a session. There's a bit of road to my right and a trail hill on my left. So I'm going to do 3 by a mile, trying to progress the pace of each mile, doing them hard. And then a bit of a jog around, and then I'm hitting the hills, and I think I'm going to do 4 by a minute, I think. Everything will be off about 90 seconds recovery. I might take less recovery on the minute hills, I haven't decided. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing a mixture of stuff. I've got the hills, which I hate, but are necessary. And then I've got the hard miles, which I love, but they hurt. Only thing is, actually, if you don't like the ins, and specifically the outs of training, maybe close your ears for this bit, but I haven't done my pre-session poo, and that could put a spanner in the works. No, that sounded wrong. And the other thing is, my hamstring, I've woken up with it feeling a bit tight, so I'll do my warm-up, stretch it, do some activation stuff, some drills, and if it still doesn't feel right, I won't do any of this, because there is no benefit in running hard and fast on a hamstring which doesn't feel right. But I think it's just, I don't know, just tightened up overnight, and I'm sure it'll just loosen up in the warm-up. I don't think it's an issue. It hasn't been troubling me, so. My aim at the moment in training is to do some work, but not too much that the stress hinders my ability to recover and build the volume, which I think is going to be key. The aerobic fitness is going to be absolutely massive, and that's something I want to prioritize. But I do want to be throwing in a variety of faster stuff as well. So I'm doing that threshold work, got some hills, got some faster VO2 max stuff. So just a mixture of everything, with the aim being just to progress slowly and gradually, and but whilst developing that aerobic fitness, which is going to be absolutely vital if I'm going to get anywhere near a 30-minute 10K.
Hamstring feels fine. Just loosened up pretty much straight away. I'm feeling ready to roll this morning, feeling good. Ready to rip into some miles. Come on!
2.7 miles warm up, strip off now, drills and strides, and we'll get started. Oh, the lactic in my arms, they're burning. That was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I think I went out way too hard at the beginning of the first one and then faded, and did the same thing on the second and then faded, and the third was just hell. I'll flash the splits up now, the 3 times a mile, just about composing myself, but that was really hard. And I struggled, and this is when, right now is when I'm having doubts over whether I finish the session, whether I even go over to the hill. But what I'm going to do is jog around for a bit and then just try it. Even if I just get 1 or 2 done, it's a start to build on for next time. But I do need to stop getting ahead of myself. I tried to do those miles way too quick, and probably would have gone faster if I'd paced them better. I'm hoping that I lost signal in the forest on the turnaround bit, because every time I hit there, my pace would just drop massively. I think I was averaging 4:40 on 1 mile, a little loop of the forest, and I was down to 5:10 when I came out. But either way, whatever, it doesn't really matter. It's the training effect that matters. Let's see if I can go and do some hills. I'll tell you what my problem at the moment is. It's really clear, you can tell when I'm running. My legs are strong and want to run fast, faster than I'm running. But aerobically, the lack of mileage over the last 12 weeks is really showing. So I'm nowhere near aerobically fit, but my legs want to do sessions quicker than my fitness. So it's clear what I need to do. Increase that volume, get aerobically fit, lots of easy, lots of steady miles, make sure I'm doing my long runs, and then the aerobic system will catch up and my legs will be happy because they'll be allowed to run faster. And then they'll complain because they don't like running faster and it hurts. And then they'll start to need to recover. But yeah, I just need to get aerobically fit, and I know my legs will absolutely rip some of these miles. Session done! Yes! They were actually a lot better than I thought they were going to be, and I'm really glad I finished the session, because doing those 4 times a minute on the hills is the difference between walking away from the session feeling a bit blah, a bit like, oh damn, didn't complete what I came out here to do, even though it was a small session anyway. But now I feel great. Wasn't really looking at the pace, but looked at the last split and we're sub 5 miling up the hill for a minute, so really happy with that. Session done, do a mile and then go home. But a good morning's work done. Back on the treadmill, and I actually really enjoyed the treadmill. You can just shut off, put YouTube on and tick off the miles. So it was an easy run, very sweaty, but yeah, I feel smooth on the treadmill. I feel I can get my rhythm going quite nicely. So an hour done, very easy, and more miles in the bank. So it's Monday and I didn't do my long run yesterday, but I'm fed up of excuses. If I'm gonna run a 30-minute 10K, I need to work harder. So I'm very much of the opinion there's nothing you can do
about previous runs, previous days. All you can do is train hard and smart in the day you're in. So I'm going out to do my long run now, and I'm going to bank it, and I'll feel better. And going forward, I really need to make this all in again. If I want to inspire others to go after their goals, then I need to be putting in the work too. So long run time, let's get out there, let's have some fun, and let's bank those miles. 8 miles in, and I've gone off a bit quick here. I'm meant to be doing 15 miles, and I think I'm averaging like 5:45, but roll with it. Inspired by Scully yesterday, so just keep on clocking the miles. I'm so glad I'm not doing a marathon today. Oh, I'm done. Oh, I shouldn't have sprinted the last 200, but I wanted to get my average pace under 5:40. 15 miles, 5:39 average pace. And that's a massive, massive, massive confidence boost. And that's put the weekend to bed. That's gone. This is now, this is training. All in. See you next week.